Isekai.
Rebirth of the Malicious Empress of Military Lineage. Chapter 183, Identity. When those words were spoken, a blanket of silence fell into the room. Lu Zuyan dared not look at Shen Miao's eyes. Shin Zin's voice had revealed exhaustion. Lu Ling was stunned. Lu Tan's jaw dropped and it was Shen Qian who slammed on the table and stood up. What is this? The calmest one was however Shen Miao. However, even though she looked calm on the surface, it did not mean that there were no waves in her heart. She had long expected Zi Jingxing's move, but she did not expect that Zi Jingxing would actually dare to be so blatant. Wait, how did he make Emperor Wenhua take the initiative to bestow the marriage? As Shen Miao was thinking about that, Shen Qian could not help but stood up and spoke in a rush. What kind of person Prince Ruai is? How could younger sister, a young lady of Mingqi, marry a person from Great Liang? Is the emperor crazy? Qian. Lu Zuyan glared at him. Guard one's tongue? Walls had ears and there would be spies of the Heavens family everywhere. Shen Qian so crazily angry that he such treacherous things. Shen Qian held his tongue and looked at Shen Miao before he scratched his head. No matter what, younger sister cannot marry to that whatever Prince Ruai. Why is this name so familiar? Suddenly his brain made the connection and he suddenly clapped his hands. So it is that person. Like I said, why a magnificent prince of first rank in Great Liang would take the initiative to greet me. So he is chasing younger sister. How vile. Shin Zin frowned when he heard it and asked, "You have seen Prince Ruai?" "The last time when younger Biao brother and I returned to the residence, we have encountered him. He even invited me to the residence of Prince Ruai to spar." Shen Qian spoke angrily. "If I had known that he had such an intention, I would have broken his horse's legs and let him fall to his death." Shen Miao. Lu Ling was also startled before thinking about something and looked at Shen Miao. Shen Miao was unable to make head or tails of Lu Ling's complicated gaze and also did not have the mood at this moment to investigate it further. She only asked Shen Zin, "This was the imperial decree that His Majesty announced? Why did the emperor suddenly bestow a marriage to me?" Even though there were not many young ladies that were suitable to marry to Great Liang, there were a few Gongzhu, aka imperial princesses, in the imperial family and numerous Junzhu, daughters of princes or titles granted by the emperor to specific young ladies aka princess. So no matter the case, there was no need to pinpoint her. Of course Shen Miao knew that it was Zi Jingxing's intention, but she still want to inquire on how did Zi Jingxing convince Emperor Wenhua. Shen Zin looked at Shen Miao. His eyes felt painful and it was only after a moment when he sighed and said, "Zhao Zhao, it is father that is incompetent." He then slowly spoke of the day's matters. So it was during today's court when Emperor Wenhua had dealt with the few court matters but suddenly changed topic and spoke of Prince Ruai's of Great Liang's intention to marry back a prince consort from Mingqi. Some of the officials were excited and some were restless. Those who doted on their daughters naturally would not wish to see their daughters marrying far away, whereas those who were determined to climb up the ladder would wish to see their daughters marrying to Prince Ruai and be at least a prince's consort. However, Emperor Wenhua did not give others much opportunity to think, and the young lady that was bestowed a marriage was Shen Miao, the daughter of the formidable Grand General, Shen Zin. Everyone was stunned. Everyone knew that Shen Miao was the pearl in Shen Zin's palm, thus one feared that Shen Zin would not be willing to let Shen Miao marry to Great Liang. Currently it was a time when Mingqi needs Shen Zin the most, so why would Emperor Wenhua make Shen Zin unhappy at this time? Even though these officials were sharp and crafty, this time they were unable to see through Emperor Wenhua's heart. Shen Zin naturally had a stomach full of anger and hated that he could not chop down the hall. He was willing to bear all kinds of grievances but was not willing to let his daughters suffer any, but this time Emperor Wenhua did not discuss with him at all and directly bestow a marriage to Shen Miao. This meant that there was no chance for the Shen family to oppose. If they were to oppose, it would meant that they were resisting the decree, and one feared that Shen Miao would not be willing to get the entire family killed. Shen Zin's heart was also filled with suspicions. Just a short period back Emperor Wenhu also wanted to marry Shen Miao to the crown prince, but the wine lover's heart was not in the cup. So why in such a short period of time he would let Shen Miao marry Great Liang's prince of first rank? After the court session, Emperor Wenhua stopped Shenzhen and did not let him leave. Shenzhen was brought to the imperial study and had an intimate and long talk with him. This time, he spoke of the truth behind the bestowing of Shen Miao's marriage. That was how Shenzhen knew that it was Prince Rui's intention to marry Shen Miao, and Prince Rui used the border cities of Mingqi to threaten Emperor Wenhua to make this decision. Even though it was said as border cities of Mingqi, but the meaning behind was the entire land that Mingqi was sitting on. Emperor Wenhua was helpless and had no choice but to agree to this request. At the end, Emperor Wenhua said, "Zen is the master of Mingqi and cannot just ignore the life and death of the commoners, so General Shen, this time one have to wrong young lady Shen this time and use her to exchange for the safety of the commoners. If young lady Shen knows of it, she would understand Zen's decision. Officials should listen to the monarch's orders." Not to mention the monarch in front was sincerely apologizing and explaining the situation. If it was in the past, Shenzhen would definitely be considerate and even feel a little grateful. However, when Emperor Wenhua said use her to exchange for the safety of the commoners, there was a slight chill that passed him. He felt that there was some hypocrisy in this monarch that he had been loyal to for his whole life. The commoners. Wasn't his daughter also one of the commoners? Why must he sacrifice his daughter? His entire life it was all expedition and battles, and he had already gave half his life to Mingqi. His life could be sacrificed so as to protect the world's living things. However, he was unable to protect his own daughter. So what kind of father was he? After sacrificing him, now it is his daughter's turn to sacrifice. Shenzhen could no longer listen to whatever Emperor Wenhua said. Most likely he mentioned that when Shen Miao marry, what Emperor Wenhua would gift so that it would be grand. But in Shenzhen's ears, it was extremely sarcastic. No matter how selfless one was, one's heart would be biased towards one's loved ones. In particular with Shenzhen, who in the past decades had never had his daughter by his side, had always felt that Shen Miao was distant with both him and his wife, and they had deserved it. Afterwards it was heaven's pity that Shen Miao became close with them again, but Shen Miao's personality had changed so much that it seemed that she had grown up a lot overnight. Shenzhen saw it in his eyes and ached in his heart. Shen Miao was a little flower that was carefully grown in the residence, and now unknowingly this flower had grown into a strong and upright tree. By growing this fast, she had also lost a lot of things. His heart was initially felt conscience-stricken with Shen Miao, and now with this imperial decree, Shenzhen really did not know how to face Shen Miao. Shenzhen finished all his words and the room fell silent. Even Shen Qiu did not speak. Emperor Wenhua had already said it to such a point, so what else could be done? Did one have to watch why dies as Shen Miao marry another? This was being too cruel to Shen Miao. Not to mention about liking the man. To live together for an entire life with a man that one had never seen or know what kind of temperament that he has, and it was in a foreign country. Shen Qiu did not dare to think about it. Shen Miao said, "So it is as such." Her expression was calm and did not seem to be affected by the slightest. Everyone only then found that from knowing about the imperial decree till now Shen Miao did not reveal a trace of surprise at all. Lu Zuyan was afraid that she was restraining too much. Zhao, you need not to suppress everything in the heart. The matter is not decided yet. Mother need not to coax me. The imperial decree had been passed, so one cannot just resist it. Shen Miao smiled. Moreover, it is not a bad thing to marry to Prince Rui, since one will be a prince consort and there would be no problems in wearing brocade and eating jaded food. With Prince Rui's graceful bearing, even though one is unable to his face, he should have a good appearance. But you do not know him at all, Shen Qiu said anxiously, so how would you know his behavior and conduct? Isn't the world like this? Shen Miao said plainly, for some people, after being with another for the entire life, one would still not know about one's conduct, so marrying Prince Rui is not as bad as you all are thinking. By remaining in Ding capital, It would be easier to be schemed by others and the Shan family would not be able to protect me. Shin Zin's eyes flashed and there was a trace of pain in them. The greater his military power was, the more restraints he had to take on, as the emperor would be more fearful and would want to contain him more. Previously the crown prince could create difficulties on Shen Miao's marriage, and naturally others could also create difficulties. One was not afraid of thieves but fear that thieves remember one. The Shen family indeed could not protect Shen Miao. An ignorant person was innocent, and treasuring a jade ring becomes a crime. For the first time, one started to hate the military power one had. Great Liang is a good place. Shen Miao smiled gently and her tone of voice was somewhat yearning. One had seen travel notes that indicated that Great Liang is a rich nation and its citizen enjoys peace, that there was no need to lock one's doors at night, and songs and dance were used to celebrate peace. With the commoners harmonious and happy and purging of thieves, it is a good sight to behold. No matter how good the sights are, you will be alone. Lu Zuyan could not bear to continue. The consort of Great Liang's Prince Ruai is a prince consort of first rank, being below one person and above 10,000s. There would not be others bullying me. Shin Miao said thoughtfully, since Prince Ruai want to marry me, it might be that he has deeply rooted feeling for me and naturally would treat me well. She rarely said words to tease herself like this, and it made Lu Zuyan and the rest of them smile. Lu Zuyan said smilingly, silly child. He might not necessarily. Her words suddenly stopped. Shin Miao was bright and intelligent, so how would she not know that it was possible that Prince Ruai did not fancy her, but it was due to the Shen family? However, like this, it made them feel assured. Thinking about this, Lu Zuyan felt infinitely sour in her heart. Shin Miao smiled slightly. It is a joyous matter, so why are you all not happy? Not only that, you look suffocated. She continued, since the imperial decree has been passed, not too long later one would be notified. I will have to start embroidering my wedding dress. There was no traces of grievances or unhappiness in her tone, and instead was so natural, as if it was a marriage that was settled for a long time. The more she was like this, the sadder Shenzin and wife was. After talking for a while, Shen Miao felt tired, thus everyone started to eat. This meal was eaten tastelessly as each was preoccupied with their own thoughts. After the meal was finished, the group was dispersed to rest, but Lu Tan clung on to Shen Miao's arm as if she had something to talk to Shen Miao. Just as they were heading to her courtyard, Lu Ling called her. Older Biao brother, is anything the matter? Shen Miao asked as she looked at him. Lu Ling asked, younger Biao sister, do you really want to marry to Prince Ruai? Lu Tan looked somewhat strangely at Lu Ling as Shen Miao smiled. The imperial decree has been passed. It does not matter whether I want to or not. One thought that you would directly say that you do not want. Lu Ling's gaze dimmed, but he still put on a slight smile, just like previously in Zhaochun City where you rejected those young masters. Shen Miao smiled without saying anything. Congratulations. He smiled bitterly. Shen Miao nodded her head as thanks. After sending Lu Ling off, Lu Tan pulled Shen Miao back into the courtyard and dispersed the servants upon entering the room. After closing the doors, she lowered her voice and spoke mysteriously. Youngest Biao sister, you knew of this matter, correct? What? Shen Miao was unable to make heads or tails on the matter. The matter of Prince Ruai forcing the emperor to bestow a marriage for you. Lu Tan said hurriedly. Shen Miao's heart jumped. Lu Tan was normally very carefree and casual and would not be sensitive to whatever matters, but surprisingly she had an instinct to matters that she should not know. She vaguely dealt with it. How is it possible? How could it not be possible? Lu Tan said with interest. You still remember the last time when we were being kidnapped? When I woke up, I passed your message to Prince Ruai and Prince Ruai found you in a short time. At that time I was wondering about the relationship between both of you and guessed that it must be rather good, else Prince Ruai would not have helped you. Is it like what the novels spoke of, things of heroes and beauty? Shen Miao said, you better read lesser of those novels. Not mentioning novels. Lu Tan spoke as she rested her chin on her hand. that Prince Rui's ability is not small at all. At that time Gugu and Gufu had searched for you for many days but unable to find you, but he was able to find you in a short time. We, the Lu family, only look at abilities. He is a man with abilities, and one heard that he is also very good looking. This is very rare. Many good looking men are embroidered pillows and are visually attractive but useless. Just like that physician Jiao who comes to our residence often. He is also good looking, but from one glance, he is one that could fall with a gust of wind. This kind of men are not dependable, and at most, one could only see. Kong Yang, who was up on the tree outside, was listening with fascination, almost fell off. Visually attractive but useless. This young BL lady of the Lu family was really bold and powerful. One did not know how would gentleman Jiao feel upon listening to this. Alright. Shin Miao glared at her, all the incoherent trembling. What exactly do you want? Youngest Biao sister, I just know that you are the smartest. No one in the Shen residence know me the best like you, and even my youngest brother, Lu Qian, have a connected heart to me like you. Lu Tan looked at Shen Miao with anticipation. I just have a wish that when you go to Great Liang, you will bring me as your older Biao sister accompanying you to marriage. Shen Miao almost fainted and said incredulously, what did you say? I have never been to Great Liang before. Lu Tan said, one had heard that Great Liang is a great place with lots of good food and things to play. This time older brother Ling and I came out to train in Ding capital. The more places one visits, the more one trains. Shin Miao said, it was obvious that it was you who secretly climbed into the horse carriage. Lu Tan said, if one has the code of sisterhood, then bring me along. Not bringing. Shen Miao's heart was set in stone. In the subsequent half a shishan, 1 shishan equals 2 hours, Shen Miao had witnessed Lu Tan's forms of pestering. Even though there was still Zijing Xing when she goes to Great Liang, Shen Miao also knew that it would not be smooth sailing. No one was able to say accurately what would happen in the future, thus there was no need to drag Lu Tan into it. After Lu Tan left, Shen Miao sighed and pulled open the window. There was a hovering tree shadow outside, making the winter night cold and somber. She thought that Zijing Xing was so capable that he did not even give her a heads up and just act on his own initiative to give her a marriage bestowment. Not considering the imperial decree, currently he was not even seen. At such a time where explanation was needed, what was he trying to do? Running away after stirring everything up? Shin Miao shut the windows with a paw sound. Shameless. The sound mad. Kong Yang rubbed his ears. One thought that young madam's period has come. That was why she was so moody. At the other side, in the courtyard of Shenzhen and wife, Shenzhen was also discussing about this matter with Lu Zuyan. Shenzhen said, go to Great Liang with Zhao Zhao. Lu Zuyan nodded her head. We are not at Zhao Zhao's side, and if Zhao Zhao meets some troubles in Great Liang, with heaven so high and earth so wide, we would not know her grievances. In the beginning, wasn't there also young lady that were married to other country that was harmed to dead by the husband's family, but the people at this end did not know? He dare. Shenzhen was so angry, but he immediately suppressed his anger. I can go, but one fear that the emperor would not allow it. Lu Zuyan's voice was lowered. Now Great Liang's and Ming Qi's situation is so critical. If we also follow to Great Liang, the emperor will definitely think that we are going to succumb. It is not appropriate. But is there really no other way? Without a better option, Shenzhen turned his back towards Lu Zuyan and looked at the calligraphy on the wall. Lost in thoughts. That was the calligraphy of dedicating one's loyalty to the service of the country. He was loyal and he served the country, but what did he gain? The Shen family emphasis on the monarch rule all under heavens. If the monarch wanted the official to die, the official did not have a choice but to die. But why did he feel regretful at this moment? This monarch had always guarded against him, suppressed him and controlled him. Shenzhen did not think anything to it, even if the monarch made use of him. But why harm his daughter? Was it that all the monarchs under heavens would treat loyal officials like that, or was it only just this one? Shenzhen was thinking that if Emperor Wenhua had a little resistance when he was in front of Prince Rui, or fought just a little for Shen Miao, he would not be this dissatisfied with Emperor Wenhu as he was now. It was because Emperor Wenhu's answer was clean and crisp, that because of the land under heavens, Shen Miao was nothing at all, that made Shenzhen felt that there was a lump in his heart. If Mingqi was much stronger, was it that there was no need to submit oneself in front of Great Liang and just a Prince Ruai would not be able to threaten a monarch? Shenzhen suddenly felt a trace of hate towards Emperor Wenhu's incompetence. He had not realized that in this transaction, he would have an indignant heart towards Emperor Wenhu that was far greater than Prince Ruai of Great Liang. He naturally also did not know that his change in mindset was also expected by others a long time ago. Lu Zuyan also spoke. Why does Prince Ruai suddenly want to marry Zhao Zhao? Great Liang does not lack of this much of military power, and even if it was for provocation, there was no need to be like this. Shenzhen said, I will go and inquire about it tomorrow. Sleep first. But tonight it was destined to be a sleepless night. Emperor Wenhu had announced the imperial decree in front of hundreds of officials in court, and thus there was no need to hide. In just a short day, everyone in Ding capital knew about the matter, from officials to the commoners. Everyone were discussing about this matter. The princess' residence was overed in a sheet of solemnness. Princess Rongzin sat on the main seat and could not help but laughed coldly. How could she not see that this Zir, aka Nufu, of hers had such abilities? Zi Jingxing had clearly viewed Shen Miao in a different light 2 years ago, and after turning into Prince Ruai, Princess Rongzin had thought that with Prince Ruai's identity, even if Zi Jingxing think highly of Shen Miao, it would not be possible for him to be with Shen Miao in this lifetime. One did not think that Zi Jingxing had such an ability to get what he wanted. In the afternoon, after Princess Rongzin knew of this information, she went to the palace to meet with Emperor Wenhu. She knew that Emperor Wenhu would not bestow Shen Miao a marriage for no reason, and she must know the reason. Emperor Wenhu still respected this older sister of his, thus he told her the ins and out of it. Princess Rongzin was unable to tell what her heart was feeling and only felt that her back was somewhat cold. That beautiful youth who would always call her Rongyi with all smiles, far from the way she remembered. The current Zi Jingxing had an air of unfamiliarity. He could lie for many years in order to get what he wants, and he will succeed at the end. That arrogant attitude, the fierce means, the unrelenting threat. He more like one who was occupying the highest position. Princess Rongzin's heart was somewhat afraid. She did not know if she should tell Emperor Wenhu about Zi Jingxing's identity. Even though she had told, nothing would happen. Since Zi Jingxing dared to come, he was definitely prepared for everything. If she did say it out, at least the citizens of Mingqi would know Zi Jingxing's identity and would not keep on saying that he was a heroic youth who died prematurely. Princess Rongzin thought about it for a while, and a picture of his childhood floated to his mind. She did not go out during the day and would have little contact with other, that even some maids were not allowed to enter her room at night. At that time it happened to coincide with Fuma's, aka Princess Consort, husband, death anniversary. She had caught a cold and was unable to get up on the second day. Her body was strangely cold, and at that time, the 5-year-old Zi Jingxing went to the kitchens to bring a hot bowl of porridge and fed her spoon by spoon. He even pulled a small stool over to sit by her bedside and read poems to her. Such a beautiful little boy who did such considerate little actions. As long as one was a female, it was not possible that one was not moved by it. As 10 years passed, they were obviously not mother and son, but their relationship exceeded mother and son. So how did they reach to such a point? On one hand he was the country's enemy, on the other hand he was a companion for decades. Princess Rongzin's heart suddenly felt laden with grief. What was the better way to handle this? Princess Rongzin did not know that these days, every single movements from the princess residence was being watched, and it was not only by one person. As their princess residence did not have relations with outsiders, the guards were rather slack. That Princess Rongzin's every move was almost monitored and tracked. In the residence of the Count of Pingnan, Su Minglang watched as the maid served sweet steamed yogurt and rejected it properly. I am not eating. Bring it to eldest brother. Currently Su Minglang had reached the age where he would be vain, and compared to the fair and round dumpling that he previously was, Su Minglang was more willing to be an adorable snow jade like a little gentleman. Thus, although all these sweet things were fragrant, he had decided not to touch any one of it. However, he suddenly thought about something and stopped that maid. Forget it. Don't serve it to eldest brother. If eldest brother marry older sister Shan in the future, what can be done if older sister Shan despise eldest brother because he is a fatty? The maid was somewhat speechless as he saw Su Minglang's little adult appearance and did not know what to do with the plate she was holding. Su Minglang said and sighed deeply, "Since you are in great difficulty, I will undertake this difficult job and eat it." He then warned the maid fiercely, "You are not allowed to tell my mother that I snatched eldest brother's sweet steamed yogurt." The maid, however, in the room, Su Mingfeng had no mood to eat whatever sweet steamed yogurt. He was pacing back and forth in the room with an anxious expression. Su Yu looked at him sympathetically and patted his shoulders. "Son, father knows that you feel upset, but this imperial decree was personally handed out by His Majesty. Father is also helpless to it. One can only say that you are unfortunate and there is no fate with the young lady that you fancy. However, it is fortunate that young lady Shen will be marrying to Prince Ruai and definitely have to go to Great Liang. What the eyes don't see, the heart won't grieve. After some time you will forget about her." Emperor Wenhua had handed out an imperial decree, and Su Yu and Su Furen were most afraid that Su Mingfeng was unable to take this blow, and after telling him very tactfully, Su Mingfeng locked himself in his study room. Su Furen was afraid that Su Mingfeng would take the easy way out, aka kill himself, so she specifically instructed Su Yu to go in to advise him. "Father, can you not create problems for me?" Su Mingfeng said impatiently, "I am not upset because of this matter." "Son, how could father not know what you are thinking in your heart?" Su Yu said, "It is a waste of youth if one is not a player. Father also walked through life from your age. It is nothing. There are no shortage of grass in the world. You have to be a little open-minded." Su Mingfeng could no longer bear it. "All right, father, I understand. I want to be alone to think and would not find an easy way out. Can you let me stay alone for a while?" Seeing the always mild Su Mingfeng started to look annoyed, Su Yu also feared that by continue speaking, he would provoke that weak heart, and thus said, "In short, father will work hard to find a fairy-like young lady for you to take as a wife. Don't be upset." And he left crestfallen. After Father Su left, Su Mingfeng sat down in front of the study desk and felt inexplicable annoyed. Emperor Wenhua suddenly handed out a decree to bestow marriage for Shen Miao. This made Su Mingfeng surprise. After all, it was only a short period back when Shen Miao was dragged to the crown prince with some relations. How was it that today she was together with Prince Ruai? Su Mingfeng did not have time to guess Emperor Wenhua's mind as he was thinking about Shen Miao. Shen Miao and Xi Jingxing seemed to have a close relationship 2 years ago and a few days back because of that tiger head bracelet. Su Mingfeng was confident that there was some special relationship between Shen Miao and Xi Jingxing. Su Mingfeng even suspected that Xi Jingxing was alive. If one wants to find information about Xi Jingxing, one must pay close attention to Shen Miao. But why did the matter of Shen Miao's and Prince Ruai's marriage made him feel so uneasy? It seemed that something was going on and something was about to happen. This kind of strange premonition made Su Mingfeng feel very abnormal today. Just as he was being restless, someone had returned from outside. It was the informant that Su Mingfeng had sent out to arrange for people to monitor the princess residence and Shen mansion. Su Mingfeng felt that perhaps Princess Rongzin knew about something and there was no need to speak about Shen Miao. The informant bowed and greeted Su Mingfeng before saying, "A few days ago, the matter that young master had instructed this subordinate to investigate as some progress." Su Mingfeng's heart was delighted and he immediately sat up straight before asking, "Quickly speak." This subordinate's people had followed the princess residence's guards and discovered that there are people who kept on monitoring the movements of the residence of Prince Ruai. If this subordinate did not guess incorrectly, It would be orders from Princess Rongzin. There seemed to be some guards from the residence of Prince Ruai lurking outside the Shen mansion. One do not know if they were there to monitor or protect 5th Shen young lady. Su Mingfeng's brows furrowed. Why was it all Prince Ruai? Princess Rongzin was monitoring Prince Ruai and now Prince Ruai was monitoring Shen Miao? But he was clearly searching for clues on Zi Jingxing. Could it be? A terrible thought flashed through his head. Su Mingfeng's heart started to beat violently.